fight that was very personal to you. So along the way, you've had some great wins. Where does this one rank all time out of all your accomplishments?
Wasn't personal, man. I just don't like the dude. I knew how to get inside his head, and that's it, man. You know, it's nothing personal for me. It's just business. I'm here to get these checks, get paid, and make sure that I put enough money away for my kids to go to university, so that belts was next. And I'm glad I got to end that dude, man.
Started with flying knees before. I mean, was there a decision that you thought you could knock him out with it, or is that just the way you wanted to start the fight? I mean, why was that the initial move?
He's so predictable, man. He's a scrub. But a part of me just wanted to throw it out there so he knew, like, if you do shoot like an idiot, like you only know how to, your head's gonna get clipped, and that would put the brakes on him and then beat him up for 14 minutes and 30 seconds and execute him. Or, he took the bait. I put my hands behind my back. He probably thought we were gonna fucking patty kick it up or something. I don't know, but he walked right into it,
I saw some criticism. People say the punches weren't really necessary. Maybe
they were super necessary.
Why were they necessary?
What do you mean, why were they not necessary?
Because he was already knocked out at that point.
But the referee hadn't pulled me off. And my job is to hit somebody till the referee pulls me off. So to those people, I would say maybe don't watch them and maybe go back to soccer.
I saw some other criticisms perhaps of your celebration afterwards. Any regrets at the celebration or your behavior in the cage afterwards?
Man, there's not too many people that I've disliked. I have over 50 pro fights, and he's one of them. He talked about my manhood, talked about my culture, my ethnicity. Where do we draw? Why do certain people get to do stuff online? So you can do anything. Everything is cool before a fight. You're allowed to do and say whatever you want, like other fighters are not doing, talking about people's religions, wife, even kids. That's cool. But after a fight, I'm not allowed to showboat and rub it in your face, so you and guys like you could see it and be like, maybe I don't talk so much shit, because when I cross one of these real motherfuckers, they're gonna make me pay for it, man. They're gonna embarrass the shit out of me. And it's not over for Ben either. He still has to deal with me. If I see him at Whole Foods, I'm gonna still slap that dude up because I don't like him.
And lastly, for me, I know after the last fight, you thought, I'm gonna get the title shot. You didn't. You took this one. Why now do you believe the title shot will be yours?
It should have been mine, like you said, but I don't know. I'm not gonna sell my soul, man. I know they go around sometimes, telling, oh, you got the title shot of you, and then see who gives them the best deal. I want to get paid for my services. I think I bring a very real thing to this fighting thing, and that's just baptizing people. I'm not God, but I'm putting motherfuckers in another planet when I'm done with them.
Jorge, on Thursday you told the schmo, I'm right over here, you had the head buster, the rib cage destroyer, and the kneecap defibrillator. Is it safe to say you gave Ben Askren the head buster?
He got the head buster with no longer with us clavicle. He got all types of shit. Then he got those punches to the face, because I thought he was gonna get up.
You said you want a title shot next. How soon do you want to get in the octagon with Kamaru Usman?
It could be tomorrow. I'm ready. As you see, I know they said I was in a fight. The rumors are saying that I was in a fight, but I wasn't. A fight is usually longer than 5 seconds, so I wasn't in a fight. No injuries. I'm ready to go tomorrow.
Lastly, from me, did that go exactly how you expected it to go?
Yes and no. My whole vision of this, if you could get inside my head and replay my thoughts, were me beating his ass for 14 minutes and then putting him out like that. I really wanted to hurt him for as long as I could, as much as I could. Destroy his kneecaps, bust his ribs, make him piss blood, and then send him home packing. But I think in a way he got off easy.
Jorge in front, congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Did you see anything from what Robbie Lawler did in that fight that led you to feel like he would be vulnerable to that move tonight?
Not just the Robbie Lawler fight, his whole career. He's always like, his face is a magnet to crotches. And if you want to try to touch my crotch and you're a dude, there's a heavy toll to pay, man. There's a heavy toll. This crotch ain't for dudes.
Where did you get the dislike for him in the first place? Was it when he came into the UFC, or was it even before that?
Well, now that the fight is over, because there was a lot of he say, she say, what happened in 2008. He came to the gym, and my coach, Ricardo Laborio, told me, man, this guy's a good wrestler. Don't take him lightly, I kid you not. As soon as we started, I picked him up, slammed him. We scrambled back to a neutral because he could scramble his ass off. We kept going. He couldn't score a takedown. I took him down again, but this is what MMA gloves not throwing hard, just like, You're measuring each other. I took him down again, to which he out-scrambled me and stayed on top of me for like a minute and a half. Didn't submit me, wasn't my guard, but didn't pass my guard. So when he was putting these comments out there, I was like, man, this guy's a fucking idiot, bro. He has to lie to himself to get himself motivated. You just gave yourself away. You're a bitch, you know? If you gotta be lying about shit like that, you're a bitch. But I'm at American Top Team where dozens of champions come in there throughout the weeks. You don't think I have stories to tell of guys that I've decapitated or put down with a body shot or whatnot? But I don't do that because I'm a man. And we got a code in the gym. This is where we're working. We sharpen our tools and then we display them to the world. He doesn't have those ethics and guidelines. So just from that alone, I was already like, man, he's a weirdo. And then on top, after the wrestling practice, he came by and tried to do some corny ass joke, and it was like me, maybe Jay-Z, Cavalcante at the time, somebody else. We just looked at him like, man, you could just introduce yourself. You don't gotta be a fucking idiot, you know. And since that moment, I never liked him.
Lastly, for me, you have over 50 fights, as you mentioned. Do you think that you're better suited to be a champion now than you would have been when you're young, because you're more mature, you've had more experience in the fight game, and you know better what it takes than maybe you did 5, 8 years ago when you were maybe more physically talented but not as experienced?
No, I'm probably more physically talented right now, man. To tell you the truth.
Really? In what way?
Many ways, man. Some of them I can't talk about them on air. But I'm fucking talented as fuck, man. Physically.
Poirier straight ahead. Dustin Poirier tweeted after your knockout that at dinner last night, Mike Brown and you had talked to him about this being the game plan with the knee, and that Mike Brown had even shown him video of you guys practicing that. So now that the fight's happened, can you kind of tell the story of that and, you know, leading up to it, how long you guys had been contemplating this?
Well, it was in the back of my pocket, like, pull it out whenever you want, George. Mike Brown is like very, especially with me, he kind of just lays out the game plan and do it what you want, you know. We didn't know if I was going to open up with it right away, but we knew I was gonna have it in my back pocket for sure, you know. And I did want to hit him with it in the first round. I didn't know if right off the rip or a minute or two into it, because mainly whether I hit him or miss, it kind of pumps the brakes on wrestlers. Like, whoa, if I shoot in, I could get my face rearranged and look like an idiot on TV. So I definitely wanted to put that out in the first round. I didn't think I was gonna do it right off rip, but he fell for the bait so hard. I could just see how eager he was just to come forward, and so I put my hands behind my back and let him think, come eat. He didn't know it was gonna be a buffet though. He thought it was gonna be a 3-piece. Now you getting the whole fucking MGM Grand buffet to the face, man.
And even if the knee had not landed perfectly, was the idea that that would probably mentally alter his game plan as far as the wrestling focus moving forward, that it would be easier to dictate the pace of the rest of the fight?
Well, three outcomes I thought from the knee. The first one, the second one would have been a miss, and the third one would have been a miss, and he grabs my leg and he takes me down, and we scramble right away, and he finds out I can't hold this guy down. And I was cool with all 3 of those scenarios and outcomes. I don't think there's a 4th one, unless somebody could think of one. But those were the outcomes in my head, so I was like, man, these knees are just free for me. I'm not fighting a guy that intends to punch me in the face whatsoever. He's not a mean guy. He doesn't want to punch me in the face. He wants to hug my leg and put his face in my crotch. There's nothing. I can throw all the knees I want. I have nothing to worry about.
Jorge, aquí, a tu izquierda.
¿Cómo está?
Muy bien, en primer lugar felicitaciones por lo que has hecho. Hace un par de días te preguntaba de que cómo estabas, me decías que muy bien, y además me decías que estabas muy contento porque decías que le iba a partir la cara a un payaso y que encima te iban a pagar por ello, así lo dijiste.
Sí, señor.
Además estoy encantado de hablar en español porque de momento no hubo nadie que te hiciera hablar en tu lengua madre. Y,
ya tú sabes.
Ya tú sabes, brother. ¿Te imaginabas esto que es mejor de tu sueño?
No en el mejor de mi sueño. En el mejor de mi sueño, yo lo iba a castigar por 14 minutos y enseñarle que es un hombre de verdad. Y mi papá está ahí y él es testigo. Mi papá fue el que me dijo, no quiero que hagas eso, yo quiero que acabes con él rápido, para que le enseñes al mundo que tú mejor eres que él. Pero yo en realidad lo quería castigar por 14 minutos. Mi papá es el testigo mío. Ese era mi mejor sueño, que yo lo castigara en 14 minutos y después lo ponía a dormir.
¿Qué es lo siguiente para ti? What is the next for you?
El título. El título y hamburguesas.
Gracias.
Jorge, before the fight, did you sense any kind of fear in him? Because I know this is
Yeah.
talk about that.
Man, I had that dude spooked out. It was funny to me that he kept saying he's under my skin because I didn't go to a press conference. He was bragging about that I didn't go to a press conference. Let me tell you guys a secret. I could care less to be here, man. If I could be right now In-N-Out Burger and some cheeseburgers and I wouldn't get fined for missing this thing, I'd be gone. No disrespect, because a lot of cool motherfuckers in here, bro. But I don't care, especially to fly across the country. I had a little bit of food poisoning and I had staph. The first one was in Atlanta. You could see this. I had a good case of staph. And I just said, I'm not gonna go nowhere like this, you know. So he was bragging about that. I was like, man, I'm gonna catch this dude. I seen him one day in the hallways. We were taking pictures and I just jumped up on him. And right away I could see how nervous he was. He's a deer in lights, stiff meister, you know. Similar how he ended up tonight, stiff as a fucking board. It's the same way he was every time I seen him, man. So I got no respect for him, because if you can talk that shit like this, you gotta be able to do it in the FaceTime. If not, shut the fuck up, man. Because we don't even know if it's you the one typing, man. It's just fucking, he just throws shit on the wall and hopes that it sticks, you know.
It's obvious that you guys don't really love each other, but is there a chance that maybe one day you guys could drop the beef, or do you think is this a permanent thing?
Oh no, it's not beef, because if it was beef, it'd be different. I'd be at the front of his house waiting for him right now. It's not beef. This is just, I don't like my co-worker, we could say, but this is not beef, you know. This is just some idiot I don't like, you know. But my job, thank God, you guys gotta be jealous of this for me. I get to punch the co-workers I don't like in the face.
Thank you, man.
You got it.
Hey, George. What's up, man? Aljamain Santos, Blue Broadcasting. I don't think there's any kind of slow motion camera that can capture those, if they could, capture those 5 seconds. Where in those 5 seconds did you know that you had it in your bag?
As soon as that dude signed the contract, as soon as he was acting like he wanted to come forward, and I put my hands behind my back and like signal to him, and he was like, yeah, for sure, I'm putting my face in your crotch. I was like, oh, I got you, bro. For sure, I got you, bro. You're such a fucking fish, man.
Appreciate it, thank you.
You got it.
Jorge, right here. What did Dana say to you in the octagon after the finish?
Be nice to him. That's what I remember. I don't know. I'm sure he said a couple other things, you know, but he was just like, be nice to him. Be nice to him. Because I was telling him, why'd you put me to fight with this guy? Because I believe in, a lot of the media also believed it. Not a lot, but some of the media, that this was a step back for me. I've been fighting fucking, I fought Eve Edwards over 10 years ago. That guy's a fucking fighter. That guy's a stud, bro. You guys might not know who Eve Edwards is. If you don't, shame on you. Go do some research. I've been fighting badasses for a long time. To get put in with this guy was a setback in a way, you know. I'm glad though. I'm gonna steal that fucking hype and go fight for my title now, because they were saying this is the greatest grappler ever. I think Joe Rogan said it's like grappling 2 guys. All the media was behind this guy. He's what, fucking 38-0, whatever the fucking bullshit record he has. You know, so he's obviously something in the grappling community. But to me, as far as fighting goes, he doesn't rank in my top 10 victories.
And then at Media Day, I brought up the fact that Dana said he wanted to build a PI in Puerto Rico, and you said...
I'm gone.
Yeah, and you said...
I'm gone. Puerto Rico, here I go.
Did you talk to Dana about that? You said you wanted to meet him.
Nah, Dana ain't talking to me about that. He might be a little mad I did his boy Ben like that, man. I know those two are real close.
What happens if Colby wins next month? How do you determine who gets the title shot? How do you figure that out?
I don't know who if that's Dana, if that's Hunter, if that's Sean Shelby. I don't know of them who does it. But I think my body of work speaks for itself. If you want sheer violence, you know who to call. If you want other shit, man, fucking guys going to press conferences on time and posting on their shit, then you know who to call. But if you want somebody who's gonna give you this fucking violence, you know who to call.